G'day. Today I thought we would give you a tour of the internal setup of our van and how we go about storing our items when we're travelling around Australia with our family of 5. So follow me. Start down the back. In here we have the separate toilet with ensuite. So up the top here we have 5 towels, but there's enough room to store at least 10. It's where we keep all our hand towels and things like that. Our toothbrush holder, which has a little nifty lid to keep everything nice and clean. And we have our ensuite, which really has heaps of room. Stores all of our chem, toilet paper, extra shampoo, conditioner and that kind of thing. Toothbrushes, hair stuff. Down the bottom we have just an extra storage for all our wipes and washing powder and things like that. Next, in the shower, as you can see, it's quite spacious. No feelings of claustrophobia whatsoever. So we've hung a little hook so that we can hang our loofahs. And this dispenser is worth its weight in gold. Shower gel, shampoo, conditioner. That way we don't have any bottles rattling around when we're travelling, collecting dirt. So that's a good idea if you're thinking about it. Here we have the boys' beds. We've got 3 bunks, so they've got a bunk each. This is where all their items are kept, like their books, fishing masks, hats, toys, that kind of thing. All of them have a single blanket each, which I fold in half, which is really easy for making the beds each day. And they all have their own fairy lights just to make it a little bit more homely. The one thing I did add on after we purchased the van is the curtains. Simple rail stuck to the bottom. Piece of material hemmed at the edge. And it just gives the boys a sense of privacy and their own space. Next we have the kids' wardrobe, fitted out with hanging rails and hanging shelf from IKEA. Managed to squeeze 3 in pretty comfortably, so they have 1 each and all their items are stored. Beach towels and spare blankets and games at the top. Socks and jocks, and the washing machine. It's all separated by this beautiful Concertina door. So next we have the kitchen. I'll just start at the top. So above the fridge space is a massive cupboard that we tend to keep all of our dry goods, pastas, flours, cereals, that kind of thing. It really is a massive space. We never ever seem to fill it. Fridge. For a caravan fridge, it really has a lot of space. We can fit half a carton of cans, plus 1 to 2 weeks worth of food shopping. With the freezer, it is also quite large, with a quick freeze, which really helps to get those goods frozen straight away. Again, we can fit a lot of stuff in, including bait. The boys have claimed a section down there. Underneath here, there's a bit of a wheel arch at the back, but we just tend to keep our dustpan and brush. You got washing stuff and pegs, tea towels, cleaning stuff. Over this side of the van, we have the kids' drawer again with all their games and cards and bits and pieces. On our lounge, there is extra storage underneath. We just keep that for any bits and pieces like extra towels, tools, batteries, that kind of thing. Now, along the top, all the kids' school stuff is in one cupboard with their separate folders. Here, we have our everyday bucket that has Mozzie cream, sunscreen and after sun care, zinc, that kind of thing. Our first aid kit that usually goes in the car, and our medicine chest. Here is the snack cupboard, so that tends to be quite full and with things that we can just go to easy access. Here we just keep all the iPads and our vacuum seal bags and any paper towels. So back onto this section. Cupboards along the top. We keep our everyday items like tea, coffee, sugar, that kind of thing, as well as baking bits and pieces. Under here is the gas hob with 3 gas cookers plus an electric one in case you want to use it. We never have. We have a grill and also an oven, which I do store some bits and pieces in, food covers, baking tins and our disposable trays. Now underneath, this is where our water pump goes, but I just use it as a second storage for all of my Tupperware containers. Okay, along the top now we have bowls and plates, our control room, also seconds as a place to hold our open coffee pots. We have spice drawer. All of our pots and pans and small appliances. We haven't really bought a lot of appliances, a rice cooker, a NutriBullet, a stove kettle, and a vacuum sealer. Underneath here, you've got the water heater. Now, in this little basket, I keep all the stuff that we don't use every day, and it slides to the back. Also, long life milk and the coffee machine goes in there as well. In the cutlery drawer, try and keep this as minimal as possible with the stuff that we only use every day. Last cupboard down here, we have our storage for all my condiments, packet mixers, and all your foils and Glad wraps. Up the top here, we have a box full of cords. That's where all the cords belong. We don't tend to leave them out around the van. Once you finish charging, they go back in the box. Okay, so now to our section. Again, we are split off by a Concertina Door. So one feature we really liked about this van, because we've got a Concertina Door at each end. You come through. Again, there's plenty of storage here. All of our TV bits and pieces. This is our TV arm, can swing around. We don't tend to have the TV on a lot. I put the TV down the side of my bed as storage while we travel. Perfect spot to hold the broom though, because that's something that we use every day. And the Sirocco fan. Okay, in here is my makeup perfumes. Not that I really go to this cupboard, apart from the fact that it houses my wine. It's really the only reason I go in there. Okay, over here, now this is the wardrobe space. There really is a lot of space. I've got another hanging wardrobe from IKEA, which I've just separated my shorts and t-shirts. Other bits and pieces like cameras at the top. Underneath, got another storage box towards the back with any big bottles of stuff that don't really fit anywhere else. My fairy lights and my doTERRA oils. Along the back here, I just keep my bits and pieces. Pete's got some on his side, so pens and pencils, ablutions, shower container, and any extra beauty stuff that I have. Across the top is just extra storage that we use for clothes, all of our big clothes, think trackies, jumpers, that kind of thing, as well as fans. Now, Pete has the same on his side as well, so they mirror image each other. Now, under the bed is the last place that we store a lot of our items. If you have a look down below, there's a drawer here, but we've taken out the internal structure of the drawer and just left the face on. So under there, we can actually store 5 chairs, 2 tables, a washing line, a gas cooker, and 2 sleeping bags. So there's really a lot of space. So there you have it. Hopefully you can take away some storage tips, and there you go.